Hello, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button, and welcome to Junk Journal July, day 8, Observe. So, let's have a quick look through. If you can hear thunder, it's because it's thundering, but I'm going to carry on anyway. So, day 1, our spark, our homemade postcard, our foldy thing. I quite like that. That is going to definitely be used again. Our ladybird or a ladybug, depending on where you're from. Our election thing. That was for lettering. Nightingale for wildlife. And we've got peeping fairies. And then this is my plan for observe. So I was thinking about the prompt. And I was thinking about observe. So if a photographer or a painter is observing, they look and they make sketches and then they create a piece of art. And I thought, well, I'm not really those. That's not really me. So I'm going to do rose tinted glasses, and I'm going to use this piece of ephemera as like some of the rose that's coming through the lenses, and the fairies are going to sort of hold the glasses. Somehow it'll all fit on. And then we've got a layer, and these two printables are from Meg Journal's Party Pack. The glasses, and I've printed off a few, are from the Graphics Fairy, and they actually are black and white. So you can see they're black and white, and they have like all the sort of the sides of your glasses. I don't know what that's called. What is like that bit of your glasses called? I don't know. But they have that all sort of folded up behind so that like the glasses look like that. These are not my favourite glasses, but I've left my favourite glasses downstairs. So I got it in black and I put it in publisher and sort of made it the size that I wanted. And I probably should have made them a bit smaller really in hindsight. I then colour changed the different ones. So I did a black one, a sort of sepia colour one, which I quite like, a blue one, which I quite like as well, and a green one. I quite like that, but I just thought that tonally worked better. I did have some brighter, I had some napkins that I thought I was going to use, but I just think they were a bit too overpowering for the palette of the book really, even though we've got that really dark start. I think it was more the colours here I wanted to mimic rather than something that was such a difference. So this is, I mean, actually these ladies don't have to be holding onto the side. They can be just sort of like that. So it's sort of rose coloured glasses. I actually really like that there. Now, my glue. What have I done with my glue? I had my glue. It's fallen down. Shall we fight with the glue? I still haven't got... I need to buy a new bottle actually. I need to buy some new bottles. And I've not managed that. Oh. Okay. I went to try to look for office chairs in Bury St Edmunds this afternoon. We decided we needed a few bits and pieces, and normally we'd go into Cambridge, like to work from where we live, but we were like, no, let's go to Bury. It was really nice. So if you're in East Anglia, go shopping in Bury St Edmunds rather than Cambridge, but you probably already know that because we're always very slow on the uptake. So, yeah. So this is our paper fairy ladies. That I just really like that, which is a bit not how I had it arranged, but as I close the book and it's reshuffled itself. It's not a terribly exciting one. I think I will add some of my copper spray, and I'll talk about how I made the background for the fairies. So this is what I've stamped the fairies on, and it's a piece of old Ordnance Survey map that I have. Let me get a bit. I've got lots of it. I've got like tons of this stuff, and then massive sheets of paper. Like this is probably not even half of what they're like. Or it might be a half, but they're just huge. And they're from like everything's in inches. So they're for the pre-decimalisation. So I think they're from the 60s. Does it say anywhere? So it's got like all these nice bits at the bottom and the ruler, which is nice. Oh, there are centimetres. But it is really in inches. So I think they're from the 60s. And I got a massive stack. I should stop saying but there you go. I'm new to this. I got a massive stack of them from Risley Barnes, which is an antiques place near Bury St Edmunds. Because they were all water damaged. Well, not all of them. I would say the top 20 of them were water damaged, and they're actually living in my garage. And they've been living there for probably a year. And I'm still wondering what to do with them. Just because I was a bit like, oh, how long have they been? Because I rescue water damaged books all the time from the free library type situation. But, yeah, I've kind of, I don't know what to do with them. But I've made all kinds of things with these maps. Like, I've made journals, I've made tags for stuff, name badges for my craft group that I have, all kinds of things. And it's been good. I still have loads left. They're under the mattress to keep them flat in my little craft room. So right, let's start sticking, shall we? Before it starts lightning. Now, I might just give up and put some more glue in this, even though I don't want to. No, we're coming out. So here she is. On that side. They're like Elton John glasses. I think he'd approve. I don't know if he would, but there you go. They are very Elton John-esque. Why not? Nothing wrong with a bit of kitsch. Okay. Need to do this on camera. I've got my little line. Give up Lindsay and pour some more glue in this bottle. I just don't like this bottle. I don't know what it is. The nib does look different to the other ones I've had, so I wonder. Because I got some Crafter's Companion ones, and then the next time I bought it, I couldn't find the Crafter's Companion ones, and I just got some other ones. So I wonder if this is one of the other ones. Anyway, it gives me an opportunity to say what glue I use. Ugh. Don't fill it all the way. Put the lids back on, otherwise we could have a disaster. Okay. I use this glue, which is called Colal. Don't know. It's like Fabri-Tac, basically. It's just the same thing as Fabri-Tac. And it's cheaper. And that bottle lasts me for about a year, so. And I don't use it for everything. I just use it for fine sticking. So that probably is this. Probably it's my most used glue. Let's do her. Let's do her. She's kind of holding something up, isn't she? Let's do her like that, so she's holding the rim. Oh, that's much better. That's how it should come. To just come out in little rivets. So I've just put, before I started, I was just getting ready to start, and then I put it on the wrong bit. Lindsay, dim-witted thing. The thunder started going, so I ran downstairs. I was like, Miles, get the washing in. And he was like, well, it might go over. And it might do, but it was just towels that were nearly dry, and I thought, they'll be here all week trying to dry them out. Right. So I like that. Those are my rose colour glasses with my little rose fairies. I'm going to put them over there while I stick this lot down. Okay, so I like the idea. Let me show you the layers. So I've got this. This is from the party pack. Meg Journal's party pack. And what I did was, because it was a lot of printing, and I was like, I don't really want to print all of this out. Because I'm mindful of how much I print. I just was like, I'm going to print odd numbers. So that's what I did. I print odd numbers because I knew I probably wouldn't use all of it. It wasn't all. So I just thought I'll take the look of the drawer. So there's that one, which I quite like, that pink. I'm not really a pink girl, but there we go. And there's this, which is like an envelope that's blank, that's got 2 South African stamps. And I quite like that because, like, my husband's South African. Oh, it's thundering. And then we've got these are Prima by Designs furniture stamps. So they're quite big. And it's the rose pack. You get lots of roses in various forms. And then this is an image out of which I'm going to glue this down first. This is an image out of one of my vintage books. One of the like gardening books. So I don't want anything sticking from the bottom, but I don't mind things sticking at the top. And I want it to be on a little bit of a wonk. Do I want to do anything underneath? Yes, I do, because I always do. Let's have a little spritz. I don't mind if stuff goes over. It's going to be a bit messy. But there we go. I'm not gonna, I've got my heat tool. I could dry it quick. Dry it quick. It's not going to dry completely. So I'll take most of it off. Okay. Pop that down there. And now we can think about this. So it's sort of, I actually think the image should be that way. Should it? I don't know. But I want it to look like a Polaroid. So it's going like that. I don't want it to come out the bottom. It's got to come out the top. Like that. Okay. So don't glue up the top at all. Just rough glue it just so it sticks down. Go. Move my scissors. Okay, so yeah, so we went to Bury St Edmunds because I was looking for a chair and I didn't see anything. I might look on Amazon or even that Facebook Marketplace. Probably would have something. Let's arrange how I want that for the next bit. See, I kind of do want all of it because it's quite a bright colour, but it could do pops of it. So I rip it in half. If I do that, And then if I want, I can have another little bit like here. Let's have a play with that. And then I've got some leaves that can go like that. So yeah, we went to Bury St Edmunds. So we went into the town centre and did clothes shopping really. Let's glue that down. And then we went to the range and I treated myself to some Posca pens. So now I have not Posca pens that I will still use because it's wasteful not to. And Posca pens. Although I might do a sort out. I do one like near, and we are near the summer holidays. I did it last year where I sort of did a massive sort out, particularly my daughter's stuff, because she's a bit seriously arty now. She's going to go and do A-level art. She's actually really good. Her paintings are amazing. So we did a big sort out and I put like things in pencil cases and put them outside on the front step just with a free sign, and then people could like come and take them. Because I just think like if you're a mum and you don't have a lot of money to spend, like the summer holidays are a nightmare, aren't they? So little freebies like that, I know in the past for me that's been invaluable when I've just managed to get some bits and pieces for like toys and stuff. There's been points when we've had like really no money. I remember one time my little girl was really into Dora the Explorer, and somebody gave us some Dora the Explorer curtains that were just hideous, but they had all of these Doras and all of the characters, and so I cut them out, and I had some in my crafty stash. I had some fun fur, like fake faux fur, and I basically backed the like there was the character and then the back of it was the fur, and I backed it, and then I had some old cushions, and I made her plushies. Dora the Explorer plush. She was none the wiser. She loved them, and I even had enough. I made her a backpack because there was like these big backpacks on it, so I just sort of used that as a bit of a template for the backpack. I got a load of. She wasn't taking them to school. She wasn't at school. She was like a baby then. She just loved it. Toting around a little Dora the bag. My mum has this saying, like necessity is the mother of all invention, and there is like a term that says like necessity creates form, and I really do think that's true. That you kind of like you. Well, I know for me, I'm at my most creative when I'm making stuff rather than just buying it all. So and I think that does come across in the fact that I've chosen this as my, my creative outlet. Right, let's bring them glasses back, because that fairy should have dried her dodgy bit. Is it dried? Just making sure it's not going to stick. So look, oh yeah, look. Can I? No, I can't. Hold on. Now could we go like that? No. I had it. We had it, didn't we? We did have it. We had it at one point. Ah, that's it. That storm's not gone away. It's gone quiet a little bit. I have this saying that Miles laughs his head off that like it's coming back round again, that storm, and he's like, that's not how storms work, Lindsay. But that's what it sounds like. It's coming back round again. So yeah, I am sometimes not the full shilling, but that's okay. Now, do I want another leaf here, or are we? I think we're all right with the photograph underneath, actually. Okay, so we need to work out how to glue all this down. We're just going to have to wing it, I think. I think I can remember that. So yeah, so I got myself some Posca pens and some fine writers, which the fine writers were really cheap. The Posca pens weren't, but we couldn't find an office chair. So I do really enjoy what I'm doing with this, and so I want to carry on, and I got a little bit of tax back. So I'm going to invest in some. I'm not going to invest in equipment like camera equipment because we have all of that. Because my husband used to be a photographer, so we've like this is a tripod that's a very nice tripod apparently. The ring light situation is probably what needs changing because that is something that we bought, and my husband sort of set me up with this sort of stuff actually quite some time ago because I started. You might have noticed if you've had a little look on my channel, which I need to revamp and stuff. I'm aware of that. He set it up for me. I think, when did I first start this? It was a year ago. It was like 18 months ago, I would say. But I just didn't have, at the time, I didn't have the energy all the time because of just how like my working life was basically. Oh, see, it's sticking down that dodgy bit. Now, she can come over because I don't mind her. She can come over and then I have to try and put her underneath. Will she go? Oh, she will go underneath. Okay. Right, let's just fold her back. And she's not going to move. So yeah, he set me up with the camera and, well, not with the camera, it's an old Google Pixel. When I say old, it's like 2 years old. Which is old, isn't it, for a phone? Because I destroy phones, and on the first day that I got this phone, I've just shook the camera, I apologise. I dropped it and broke the screen. So then I bought an indestructible phone that I've had ever since, actually. So I can't complain. And I've just sort of kept it to one side, and it is a really good camera. So I kind of thought, and this is my thinking, and it's my continued thinking, I didn't have the time when I first wanted to do it because of my job situation. My job situation's changed now. It changed quite a while ago from that. And I do have like free time at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day to have a think through. So I thought about this morning before we went out, and then we've come back now and I'm doing this now, and I'm just realising I'm shaking the camera. So it has to be simple. It has to just be, I do it on the phone. I look at a screen all day at work. I can't do the editing thing. I probably could do it, but it would take all the joy out of it. And the whole point of me doing this is to connect with people and to get a little bit of joy in what I do and sort of spread the joy. You know, have a sense of community. And it's not just the only thing I'm doing to do that. I set a craft group up locally. I try and talk to people and connect and sort of share where I am and where they are, and then like, you know, kind of, and I've met people through that. But I think that this is a nice way of doing it as well. And I've just enjoyed it. I've had some lovely comments, and like, it's growing. It still is a very little channel, and obviously because it's only got 20, I think I've only got 20 people, but it's been enough to just sort of encourage me that there are other people that think, you know, like appreciate what I do, and like have similar patterns. They might not be people who do junk journaling at all, because there's things I watch that I probably will never do. I love watching mudlarking. I think I've said that before, like mudlarking channels. And when I'm actually working, I have like one channel. I just put it on play in the background because I don't need any sound, and I can just watch it over. And it's these mum and daughter called Kitten Caboodlers, Mudlarking channel, and you can just watch it and not even listen to what's going on. So like I can kind of like just glance up when I need to glance up and just watch it, because sometimes I just need like a little micro break, and that could just be it, particularly in the winter. So yeah, so I need something that isn't low, not heavy on the editing. Basically, that's not something I would enjoy doing. I want to do this, and I want to do this and have a sense of community doing this. So yeah, so that's why I'm here. How about you? Why are you here? What do you watch, like lots of YouTube channels? Have you got any YouTube channels you can recommend? Because I remember when I met the lady, the other junk journal lady who lives quite locally, and we met and had like a evening crafting in a pub. And you know, she told me some YouTube people that I've not seen, and I told her some YouTube people that she's not seen, and it was quite nice to like share the love. There's a few Facebook groups as well, kind of UK focused, because if I want to do swaps and stuff, I don't want to do it internationally. I just think there's too much can go wrong. Yeah, not completely opposed to it. What's that? Oh, it's a book. Yeah, there's me waffling on. So, what do we think here? Do we think we're done? Do we think we're done? Do I think I need anything else? Do I need some little stars? Some little... Because they're magic, aren't they, these ladies? They're just spreading their magic. Sort of taper off, wouldn't it? Oh, and they're spreading their magic. I'm going quiet again. I'm concentrating. But that's what you do, you sort of get your head out your hands. Get your head into your hands and do something. I'm a big believer of that. And just sort of decompressing, really. There we go. Do I need anything else? Do we want some gold? I didn't get any gold, like metallic Oscars. I didn't see them. That'll be me next. Probably wish list for Christmas. Because I got this tax thing back. I can spend. I don't normally spend like this. I'm very frugal. But I thought I would treat myself to some nice pens. And my husband said, "That's a lot of money for pens." And I was like, "Don't," because he does like he does woodworking and stuff. So he's got like a garage full of stuff that costs a lot of money. And we have our own money. We're not, you know. And he was only teasing. And he likes airsoft, so there's like guns and things he buys, and masks and all kinds of stuff, and that, you know. It's not mine. Oh, look at the magic. Do I need to put a label around observe? I don't think I do actually. I think I might just leave it. I don't have to put a label over everything. I'm not even going to draw around it. No. I might replace the white with the Poscas. Let's have a go. They're brand new. Let's get me. This is, I did a bit of a trial run and I put more of the, I talked about the map, but did I tell you about what I did? I didn't. So I used my own like distress sprays that I've made. So that's an iridescent one, which you can really see on that. And this is a pink one. And then I used this as well. Just sort of dried it, sprayed a bit more, dried it, mashed it about on this envelope. And then I practiced stamping on here, and they actually stamp better than what they did on the card. But such is life. Come on, Posca pens. Don't let me down. Oh, it's coming through, I can see it. How exciting. I think my daughter's got some. She raids my stash, I don't touch her stuff. Oh yeah, the nib's still little. I was worried because they were fat ones, but actually that's alright. So what I thought I could do is just like do that. Oh yeah, doesn't have to be all of it. To make them a bit more rose coloured. Make sure the lids are back on properly. I did do a little tidy, and I've got my scraps dish for tomorrow, and I think I've got a scraps tin somewhere as well that I'm going to use for that. I have no idea what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to turn the camera on and have a play and see what happens. So there we go. That's my rose tinted glasses observe page for Junk Journal July day 8. I really enjoyed making that. Thank you very much. If you got value from being here, do all those little YouTubey things to help my little YouTube channel grow. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I've still got loads of ideas for like after Junk Journal July's finished. It's going to be good. We're going to do stuff. I'm going to enjoy it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it too. Okay. Bye-bye.